Hi, my loves. I just was live on Facebook telling you guys that I'm back on YouTube. And then I thought about it. I was like, why don't I come in and make a YouTube video while I'm at it, right? Because I used to, back when I was doing them in 2012, I would do all of the editing and all that fun stuff. And unfortunately, my technology, my computer, laptop specifically, that I was editing the videos on is too old now. So it can't keep up with editing it just doesn't work. Like the editing program that's on my laptop. But then I thought about it. I'm like, first of all, I love live videos. They're my favorite videos to make. And second of all, you guys love them. So why not do this almost in a live vlog type of format? And again, I haven't figured out the videos that I'm going to use for YouTube and the topics that I'm going to use for live, but my favorite internet guru / coach / SPWF tech guru, I'll call him, suggested that I bring them back, and he's absolutely right. So, for so many different reasons that we'll get into another time, but this might seem silly, this lesson, but sometimes we need silly, and I don't know why I have this gift that, I do know why. It's just my purpose in life. I was put on this planet to use this sentence and these years of experience to help prison wives and family members who are coming up in those shoes behind me. So everything that happens in my life, I'm like, oh, here's a lesson in it. Here's a lesson in it. Here's a lesson in it, specifically for strong prison wives and families. It's just a gift that I've been given, right? So I have one for you guys that you might think is silly, but it is what it is. You already know I'm silly. So I bought a bikini. I was in Walmart. You're laughing already, right? When I go to visit, one of the only things to do in that town is to go to Walmart. So my girlfriend that I go stay when I'm at visit, we go together, we plan together to stay in the hotel room. So it offsets the cost. Plus we've turned into like best friends throughout the years. We actually met in the processing room at visit one time. And that's a lesson I always pass along to you guys. I've talked about it so many times, is make friends organically, make friends with people at visit. You're not going to get along with everybody. You know, her husband on the inside might not be a good guy, but the stars align, you hit it off with somebody, her husband's a good guy, your husband, and by husband I mean boyfriend, fiance, family member. I always just say husband, don't think I'm discriminating. I'm not even legally married and I say husband. But your loved one, if he gives you the thumbs up, because for me, at the end of the day, he always gets the last say, because you know how it goes inside prison politics and all that stuff. So we hit it off, we became best friends, and after a visit, we kind of have like this routine now. We save like lists of stuff we need. We'll go to Walmart, we'll go shopping, then we'll go to dinner, then we'll go back to the hotel room and hang out. There might be stuff in between depending on the time of year. And that's like our little BFF getaway, but it's also like our visit rituals. So we were there one time. There were bikinis and they were like $7 each piece. And I need all new bikinis. I was so much smaller. So whatever, I need new bikinis. And I like higher waisted now. I used to like the teeny weeny bottoms. I'm just into bigger bottoms right now. I don't know why. It always changes. But they had some really, really cute ones. So I bought a couple of bikinis. And when I tried them on when I got home, the top of one was way too big. But it was really cute. So I kept it in my car to return. And something always came up. Yesterday, it's been like weeks. Yesterday, I was like, oh, let me stop by Walmart really quick. I went and they had 25 left, but they were all one size. And I'm like, damn it, that's not the size I need. So I go home, I unpack everything. I looked in the bag of the bikinis and it actually was the size I need. I thought that I had bought a medium and I needed a small, but I actually bought a large and I needed a medium. So I'm like, oh, well, I know that they have 1,000 mediums in there. I'm going to go back tomorrow. I had plans last night and like I didn't have time to just turn around and go right back to Walmart. I go back to Walmart today and all of the bikinis are on sale for $1 a piece. They were $7.50 in Bradford. They were like $14.50 here, because that's why sometimes I wait to go out to Bradford, because it's different demographic areas, so things are a little bit cheaper at that Walmart out there. Not that that's big of a deal, but I returned it. The one I paid $9 for, because it was like $14 and then it was on sale. I didn't realize everything was going to go like on sale. So not only did I get the bikini top for $1, I got another whole bikini for $1. So I paid $3 for a bikini and then this other one. So as I'm walking out of Walmart, and I returned obviously the other one, and the lady's like, why'd you pay $9 for this? And I go, well, because I bought it before it went on sale. And she's like, oh, she goes, so do you want me to like hold on to this for you and re-ring it up? I am like, you are the sweetest thing ever, but it's the wrong size. And I already did that with the smaller size. And they're like, looking out for you, girl. So I'm walking out of Walmart after I stepped in dog poop, by the way, which I was like, and I'm wearing like the whitest of white sneakers. Don't worry, I rubbed my foot in the grass and it came out. But, which we're going to say is good luck, because Adam laughs at me like everything that happens. I'm like, oh my God, that's such good luck. And he, in the beginning, was like, oh, you're so cute. And then he realized that I just say it about everything. So I stepped in dog shit, good luck. But then it like dawned on me, I was like, oh my God, that is such an amazing lesson for strong prison wives. You're like, bikinis being $1 is a lesson. Yes. Good things come to those who wait. And in the moment, you might not think that this is great, like a grand scheme, right? It's not the greatest thing ever. You're like, this sucks. This sentence sucks. I don't know if I could do it for one more day. Here's an example out of my own life. For you guys that followed me on Periscope, so many videos there. Facebook Live, so many videos there. We're bringing them back to YouTube. We're kind of doing them all over the place, but I'm figuring things out as I go. You guys know that. But I explained on a video that we applied for clemency under President Obama during that big clemency rush. And we waited, and they would release a list of approved names. You never knew when it was going to happen, but like towards the end, it was about like 3 weeks later, they would release a list of denied names. And then towards the end, it was happening like really frequently, like once a week, or it was denied. And then a couple days later, an approved list. And this happened a lot until President Obama was out of office and President Trump came in. And so I would make videos back then every single day of like all the emotions. I'd be like on a high when Adam's name wasn't on a denial list, and I would be crushed when his name wasn't on an approved list. And this went on and on and on and on. So I'm talking really fast because one, I talk really fast regardless, and I drink a lot of caffeine, but also my phone is in the sun and it overheated and shut down before. And I really want this video to be good. So I want to finish it. Anyway, so in the end, we didn't get clemency, and I was crushed to the point where for about 6 weeks, I would all of a sudden, like jokingly call it spontaneously breaking out into tears. Like I would spontaneously combust into tears. Didn't matter. Oh my gosh. Didn't matter where I was, at the doctor's office, at the gym, at my desk at work. I would just all of a sudden start crying and have to like try to blink it away because I was so crushed, because they kind of let us on. Right? We made it to almost the very, very, very end. Like I was like practically in my car on my way to pick him up. He was giving stuff away. He was practically all packed up, and it didn't happen. Fast forward to a couple of Supreme Court legal things. I thought Adam was getting out like tomorrow. This happened April 2018. The DiMaia case came through the Supreme Court. We're still waiting on that. As of now, it's July 4th weekend, 2018. But one of my girlfriends said to me, she goes, you know what, Ro? She's so freaking genius. I love this girl. She's so supportive. I love her. She's over in Ireland. She said, what if Adam got clemency and his sentence, he was resentenced to something like 30 or 40 years? Because the way President Obama was doing it, it wasn't necessarily your sentenced is commuted and you're out tomorrow. Some people it was life sentences converted down to 30 years. Some people it was, like they were approved. Their sentence was commuted in January. They had 6 months. It just depended. It was a case by case basis. So she goes, what if he got a 30-year sentence, which is he's only done like 20, like it's been 18, but if he had a 20-year sentence, he'd be in the halfway house, because in the feds they do 85%. So when I say 20 years, some people get confused because I'm being confusing. I'm sorry. The point is, she goes, he would have had to decide if he was going to accept that, which would have been a hard decision, because how do you say, no, that's not good enough? You just, I took a moonshot. You granted it. You didn't give me what I wanted, so thanks, but no thanks. Which, he's very allowed to do, but what if something never happened again? But, 30 years is still another 10 years for us, and my biological clock is ticking. And Adam's not trying to stay in there any longer than he needs to be, because he's already on overtime. He got 8 years for his underlying crime, and here we are at 20 because of the mandatory minimum sentences. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I talked about it in plenty of past videos, and it's on his website, helpfreeadam.com/the math. That's how he came to this unjust 213-year mandatory minimum sentence. So anyway, my friend says, what if he accepted that 30 years and Demaya came along and he didn't have an opportunity to get that because we don't know, like if he accepted that, does that negate any other law? Would his sentence be? We don't know. We don't know the answers. So if, like, worst case scenario, he accepted 30 years, Demaya came along and he couldn't get it and he could get out time served like tomorrow, good things come to those who wait, and we don't know what we're waiting for. Had I found my size, realized that my size was the right size that I needed on the rack at Walmart yesterday for the bikini top, then a cop just drove by and was like, what? And now he's stopping, but he's not reversing, so we're good. Oh, I'm sorry, officer, I'm just making a video for Prison Wife. I would have not gone back today and gotten it for $8 off the price I already paid, which seems like a very small savings, right? But I just got three pieces. I got a whole separate bikini and this top, the bottom I had already bought, and there were no other bottoms for me to exchange for $1, but that's okay. I got 2 bikinis for $3 plus the $9 of the other bottom. Don't judge my math. You guys know how I am. But that would have never happened if I got what I wanted in the moment. It would have, and I was, had my instant gratification. Same with clemency. If, let's say, clemency happened, got 30 years. Yes, we won, we got it. And then Demaya came through. So when things happen and you're disappointed, appeals are denied, or you want to transfer and they won't let it happen, and you put in for something and, you're shot down or whatever it may be, because there's so many disappointments in this life, and you guys have seen me talk about them for year after year after year. Sadly, we've dealt with many. Somebody posted on the Invisible Shackles page the other day, and she was like, what is something that you've overcome in this life, and something that you've discovered you were stronger than you thought? And I was like, getting through denials year after year after year, because someday I'm going to get to my approval, and that's a video for another time. But you guys just know good things happen to those who wait, and you hang on when you're in a moment, when you're feeling as if that makes sense. When you're feeling as if you're crushed, believe me, you have a right to be crushed, and you feel your feelings and you get down for 24 hours. And we've talked about the 24-hour rules in videos before. And if you guys want to hear what that is and you're like, what are you talking about, the 24-hour rule, one that we live by, just comment and I'll make another video about that, or I'll point you to the ones that I've already made about it. But know that you felt your feelings, you have 24 hours, and now you're going to move on, and good things come to those who wait. So something better is coming along. It wasn't meant for you in the moment. And sometimes in the very moment when you get that bad news, you don't want to hear that, and that's okay. But one of your sisters, you post on the page when you're down. They're all here for support. When you're down, somebody else is up. When you're up, somebody else is down. And that's what this was developed for. And that's what SPWF is here for, is to help one another. But somebody will tell you that, and in the moment, the first 24 hours, you might not want to hear it, but just, I'm here to remind you that good things happen to those who wait. And in the moment, if you're satisfied, initially, great. And if you're not, that's okay too, because something better is coming along for you. Lots of love from my heart to yours. Keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to all being over. Lots of love from my heart to yours. I will see you beautiful ladies and gentlemen in the next one. Bye.